Hello everybody, welcome back to another Let's Play series episode. This is episode 11, and by the title, yes, it's happening. We're doing the super cow farm in this room. We're making two of these, but I designed myself the larger version of this with kind of the same concept behind it. It's going to be huge. So we're installing two of them in this room. I'm going to show you how I made them personally on my creative world, which is where we test stuff. So this is going to kind of be like a how-to video, so hopefully you guys can build these in your world. And honestly, the numbers from it are pretty insane, especially when you have two of them. I just felt like this one was it was really small. I'm not gonna lie. The cows get jammed up in here. It doesn't produce as much as I want for what we need. We need trades and all that good stuff for the villagers, and this one's just not cutting it. The babies get stuck up here, and if this gets too jam-packed full, the babies don't fall, then they just get crammed up in here, and I'm just not liking how it works. So I've designed my own. Hopefully you guys can use it in your world, and like I said, this room's going to be completely redone. It's getting a lot larger. I'm going to put one over here and one over here. I would like to do some sort of hopper system with some water streams that kind of gather both supplies and resources from both of them and kind of put them in the middle or something like that, instead of going over to this one, getting that stuff, going over to this one and getting that stuff. So let's jump into the creative world and we'll get started. So this is the design that we originally did for our Let's Play series, and like I said, it wasn't cutting it. So let's jump over here. I'm gonna try not to show you guys. I'm gonna try and sneak past the actual final build, and I've laid it out in sections for you, so you can kind of follow it step by step and get it pretty dead on, because I know sometimes YouTube tutorials on spawners and farms can be kind of overwhelming and people don't really explain it the best, so I'm going to do my best in this video to make it one of the greatest videos on the channel, pretty much. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 hoppers and our chest in the center, and then on this one right here we have the main pillars set up. As you can see, it got wider, and our random cow. And then the thing that I'm stood on right now is the final build. This is it's so big. This is the I call it the super smelter 5000. As you can see, it's a lot bigger from the original design. So, like I said, the numbers are a lot better. I'll explain how this one works for you while we are here. Let's go ahead and grab a cow egg. So it's the same concept. It works the same. You get your cows in here. And obviously, these are going to be the ones that you breed constantly. So I'm going to be adding the location where you can go and get these bred, so the babies will spawn. Because right now, obviously, you can't get in there, and you can't do what you need to do to get babies and get food and stuff. So we'll go ahead and spawn some babies in. We'll spawn quite a bit. Also, don't worry about this little slice here, which the babies can fit in. That will all get figured out. So some of them will automatically kind of fall down here, because they like to walk around. And if they don't do that, you have two options. You can kind of grab some wheat, and then they'll actually run towards you, and then they'll automatically fall down. Or if you didn't want to do that, I'm going to try and maybe redesign this at some point later on. And instead of having the button so high up, we'll kind of put it down here or over, or even on the ground. Push this, everything will get pushed forward, and then they're all down below. There might be a couple left over, maybe there's one. But besides that, it's a huge, huge, huge upgrade from what I'm used to. So, and plus, if you install two of these, it's going to be crazy. So, let's get into the building. Okay, so I have removed this wall so you guys can see how many blocks you need. I can probably just kind of do one of these, and then I'll put this on the screen for you so you can see how many blocks it is, but I can go ahead and show you. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you do your chest, so it's 5, 6, and then you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's 12 this way. And then starting from your corner block, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then again, obviously it's the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then your hoppers, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for this build, you can pretty much use whatever blocks you want. Just remember that the lava might catch fire to some. Need some redstone, lava, water, chain, chests, dispenser, your main brick, your redstone lamp, your spruce trapdoors, wheat doesn't matter, that doesn't matter. Observer, some glass, and whatever, you know, slab you want. The reason why I don't use wood is because I don't know how far the lava spreads through blocks, and we don't, obviously, you know, we don't need our stuff burning down halfway through. So, chest goes in the middle, and then on this one, you want to go ahead and make sure you crouch when you do this. Go ahead and place these all over the hoppers, and then the glass, you just kind of want to go 3 by 2 to fill in the window. And then when you do that, you can go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 up from each corner. Because obviously, let me go ahead and remove this for you. Just so, you know, you can watch it and not get confused. So these are exactly the same in width and depth. So on the corner of your glass, you want to go 4 up, 4 up, 4 up, and 4 up. And then moving on to this one. So this is where it kind of gets a little bit crazier. Because this is obviously where all your redstone is. So after you get these corners in, I can go ahead and remove this block. And we'll keep this block. And then we'll... Actually, let me get rid of all of this. So I got this broken down for you guys so you can see, and then we'll build up from this point. So because this is already here, I'll just show you on this one. Behind every trapdoor, you want to go ahead and put a block down, just like this. So it's going to follow this all the way across. And if you want, you can go ahead and do this now too. You can close these in, like so. And then coming back to this one, you want to go ahead and grab your dispensers. So I removed the glass layer, that way you aren't fighting what way the dispenser's going. So you need to put the dispensers on the top block you just laid down, like so. Lava bucket, and all of these guys. So once you get all your lava in there, make sure it's in there, so double check them. And your build should start to look like this section right here. And then after that, all you're going to do is you're going to lay your redstone along the top of your dispensers. Make sure your observer is facing to the back side of your build. Pop a redstone lamp right here. Grab your button. Put your button on this block. So that should be completed right now. And then you can probably go ahead and stick your glass up. Don't worry about your chest too. Your chest can actually still open on a glass block section, so I would guess that's kind of cool. So let's pop the redstone down on the top of the dispensers. Then see how your observer, your arrow needs to go to the back side of the build. I think you have to place it backwards, if that makes sense. Yeah, so whatever side this little red icon is the way your arrow goes. Redstone lamp goes here. Button goes here. Add a second layer on the back side of your dispensers and your observer. And I don't know why this is the only way it works, but it does. You do have to go ahead and put the redstone on the lower level and then going up to the dispensers. I don't know why that's a thing, but it should turn on and it should click off. And then go ahead and put your glass down and then go ahead and give it another try. Click on, click off. So now this is completed and your redstone works for your lava. Go ahead and build a surrounding wall around all of this. So now it should be completely flat. The chain should be higher than the outside. Then go ahead and put that layer up again. Okay. So now your build should look like this. So now what we need to do is we need to install the water streams, which are going to be going in the backside of the build. probably go ahead and, if you've placed these, I apologize. So now you want to bring this back to. Okay, so once the build looks like this, I don't know why the redstone's that. You can run your redstone. Like that. Go ahead and pop in your observer, your light. Block goes here. This goes here. So this should run it and then turn it off. So once you have that in place and you know it's working okay, like that, now we have to get all of this covered up because we don't need water destroying all of our redstone. Now this line you have, you want to go ahead and build up to the top of the surrounding blocks you just did. With this, you can obviously fill this in because this is just unused space. So it should look like that. Go ahead and put a layer in here just to hide all your redstone. It should be 3 by 3. So now you have your little killing chamber here. So what I discovered is you have to put a layer above that. The cows, the small baby cows will go in here, but you know, once you hit the water, they'll flow down and they'll kind of just sit on the chain, they'll fall down. So once you put that block in, again, we're going to go ahead and the diagonal block from your little dispenser, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to go 8 across, or you can just keep filling. Now, this is covered up. You want to go ahead and cover all of the redstone up. Should start to look like this. So if you have already built this, I am so sorry that I just found this flaw in it. Like I said, I tested it a couple of times. I must have not seen it. So yeah, lower level, and then go ahead and put slabs up here, and then put some slabs here like so. That way it's a half block. This didn't get split, and now you should be able to put your glass back 3 up, and then your border. So now the water should still go down, the redstone shouldn't get touched. Let's go ahead and test this theory. Spawning a couple of babies, actually quite a lot, just so we can see it. Okay, so it looks like we fixed the flaw in the design. All we did was we added a level of slabs above the redstone here that goes up. Then we added slabs right above that. And then on the lower level, like in the center of these guys, go ahead and put in another layer like that. So now they shouldn't go back there, and they should get lost. So we'll spawn in a bunch of cows here. Okay, so I hope you guys like the design. It's very different, I would say. This is my first, you know, proper own creation of that I've made. If you guys find any flaws in the design, please don't be afraid to change them and maybe show me, considering this is my design and I made it. But we're going to put this in our Let's Play series. We're going to make 2 of them. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a lot of work. So I appreciate it. We'll see you in the Let's Play series.